What's going on? What's beef? Is it the other red meat? There you go. You're ready. You're ready. What's beef? It's not the other red meat. You know, um, I asked this question because a lot of people you know may say that they have problems or whatever the case may be, and it happens. I mean, folks may not understand what beef is. I'm not talking about the other red meat. I'm not talking about packaged goods. I'm not talking about none of that. You know, what's beef? What's real conflict? Real conflict, real beef. What's going on, Kenneth fam? This live stream may not or may be for you, but consider this. What is real beef? Real conflict is when you ain't safe up in the streets. In the words of the notorious B.I.G., what's beef? Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in ICU. Not too much, but just relaxing at home or sleep. Beef is when you need two gats to go to sleep. Yes, Mr. Thomas. Beef is when you need two gats or two guns to go to sleep. And I say this to set up another live stream. This is going to be another live stream where we get into it, the economic cost of it all. But right now, what's beef? Beef is when you got real problems with a person, you know, when things can get dicey, when, law enforcement can get involved, the laws and whatnot. I mean, real conflict, real problems with another person is when somebody can actually get harmed. And I'll take the time to say that because too many times people have these fake online beefs, or maybe it's a real beef or whatever you want to call it, but they have these disputes, these disagreements, these gentlemen's or, female, disagreements online. And it's entertaining, you know, sometimes it's not, but, you know, sometimes things get blown out of proportion because real problems lead to real conflict. They lead to real situations. That's why me personally, whenever I have like a fake beef with somebody or a situation with somebody, I mean, if you're not running in my house, it's I'm not paying too much attention to it. Beef is where mad cow disease comes from. Yeah, some people say that, but I'm not talking about the packaged meat. I'm talking about dispute, real drama. When you have real effects. If it's not something that's leading to police actions, restraining orders, you know, stalkers, fights, you know, stuff of that nature, then it's probably just a dispute. It's probably just a disagreement that you have between two people. However, you know, people, let's just today, there's no real drama. Yeah, and to hence you kind of cut to the chase. Drone worship. Why I would even do this live stream because it's drama, but it's not real drama. Is that a Wendy's commercial? Where's the beef? That's funny. No, no, it's not a Wendy's commercial, but I get the humor. This is because too many people prefers turkey. That's funny. Too many people get caught up in fake drama. We fight with words, and now we can't stand it anymore. We unfriend the person. Yes, this is true drum worship. I get tired of the fake drama, of the fake beefs, of the people with these fake disputes, and ain't nobody really got no repercussions and no real life actions behind it. It's just an unfriending and an unfollowing, or I don't like this one, or I don't like that one. I mean, let's stop calling it beef. Let's just call it what it is. It's like a gentleman's dispute or something, or a female's dispute, or whatever the case may be. I'm still that old-fashioned guy. I'd help a punch you in the face if I had enough. Well, that might actually be a real problem. I don't want folks to go out there punching people in the face and going to fight each other. Turkey is great. Turkey is great. I probably have some turkey somewhere in the kitchen, but we're not going to get into all that. It's just because people be putting too much, and it's like they say a saying in the hood. The youngins say, people be doing the most but doing nothing at the same time. And what I mean by that is, you're talking loud, with all the fire and the fury, just signifying everything, but saying nothing at the same time. Some people need to be punched in the face. Well, that's a situation or a topic for somebody that wants to deal with that offline. I don't agree with anybody being punched in the face, or, behind some words that's said on a live stream or anything like that. I don't agree with that. But I just want to talk about what real conflict is about. Real dispute between two people is about. I wonder how Kanye would contribute to this subject. That'll be interesting. Hit that like button. Thank you, Linda, and I appreciate it. This is me. This is me talking about this for a reason, because I'm gonna do another live stream going into this. But right now, I want to focus on what beef is and what beef isn't. Beef is real conflict. Real situations that or like real stuff that has real consequences. A lot of this stuff online ain't real. I mean, it's disagreements, differences of opinions, principles, stuff like that. People just, having words with each other, a war of words, maybe a cold war of words and stuff like that. Especially when it doesn't lead to any real life situations, which I'm not saying it hasn't. Some people take the stuff online and it leads to real life consequences where, many years back, a man shot another man, from some words that he said on Facebook or whatever. I actually have the story somewhere in my files. I got to find it. People just need to, they'll be able to run it. Yeah, well, those days are gone. Those days are gone, drone worship, especially with World Star and TMZ and all those other moments and all that other stuff that happens or whatever the case may be. Those moments are gone, where you could just, go out there and just, throw up your dukes and have a fight, and, nobody's got a camera, a cell phone, smartphone. Nowadays, you go out there and you have a fight with two people when the smartphone, is going to come out, or, cops will be called, and, it'll turn into this social media sensation, or, the best fights, or, oh, they got mollywopped, or this one got washed up, or whatever the case. It turns into a memes and trollings and all that other nonsense. There's a lot of fake stuff going on. It's all good. At least they get the publicity. Yeah, yeah. One person gets the publicity, the other person gets the behind whipped, or sometimes both. You know what the situation is. I mean, I just say, real conflict leads to real life consequences, not, a bunch of hurt feelings. Hurt feelings are just hurt feelings. And, that's what happens. People unfollow you, unfriend you, block you, stuff like that. I mean, that ain't nothing real. It ain't real. You know what I'm saying? It ain't real. I mean, especially if folks don't know you like that. In my opinion, oftentimes people create fake online beefs because they lack the creativity to come up with real content that has substance. I agree with you 1,000%, Tosh Tom. It's 1,000%. Well, if you ever need me, just call 100 and Susan punch your homie in the face. That's funny. Uh-oh, drone thug over there. This is not drone worship. It's drone thug. Be careful. You'll fly a drone over your house and punch you in the face. But anyway, that's another story. Yeah, but I definitely agree with you, Tosh Tom, and I've had conversations about that before. How people will create fake online beefs and stuff like that. And it's sad, but it happens. And that leads me into what beef is not. Real beef is not, I put up a social media post about you, or I said something negative about you, or, I want to, I want to get your attention, and now all of a sudden it's on with war words. It's something that was really great. It was a documentary I was watching, and they were talking about the effect of the online, spear or verse or social media. And they said one of the best things for now, in this generation now, is that just as much as we can turn on and log on to the computer and social media, one of the best things about social media is that we can turn it off. And even this live stream, if you don't want to hear what I have to say, or if you don't like my opinions and views, one of the best things about it is you can walk away. 1-800 night night. You remind me of my brother. My brother would say stuff like that. Oh my God, you need to have a conversation with my brother Joe Worship. He says night night. There's another part. There's another end to that I won't say. It'll be night night, bleep bleep. But but you could be creative. You could be creative with that. Social media breaks are necessary for sanity. But that's one of the best things about it, Tosh Thomas, that as much as we can co-locate ourselves in this and get involved, the best thing for right now is that you can log off, you can cut it off, for right now. As I wasn't planning on putting the last part in. Okay, it's funny. Oh, yeah. I was just saying, you reminded me of my brother when you said night night, but I know what my brother would say. I know how that sentence would end. Saying you're gonna go night night. But we're gonna leave that alone. Anyway, I seen you, Caesar. But for the most part, I don't know. People get caught up in this stuff. I mean, because people get all emotional with this stuff, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people hit you with some zingers and, say some things to you that may want you to get emotional with them, but it ain't real. How's my night going? It's okay. It's okay, Caesar. How's your night going? I'm just trying to get it together. I got a long day ahead of me tomorrow. But for the most part, I just see too many people getting caught up in stuff that ain't real. You know, um, putting too much of themselves into some of these relationships. Usually it's not just another night, no big deal. So it's not night night. Yeah. Amusement. That's funny. That's funny. It's just another night, no big deal. That's funny. I go to work home super slow tonight. Yeah, I hear you, Caesar. It is. It's one of those super slow nights. Social media give you that thick skin. It will. It will, Tosh time. But some people take this too far. Some people fail to realize, a lot of folks, maybe they don't have the real life experience to understand what a real drama, what a real situation is. I mean, when the words that you say can actually get you killed, in real life. Here online, it's not real because if you say something to somebody, you troll somebody, or you put out a negative situation or whatever the case may be, they can hide behind a computer or, send a tracer account or have a dummy account set up or whatever. When I saw a beef, I thought there was some beef stew action. That's funny, Linda. No, there was no beef. There's no beef stew action. But that's funny. I'm talking about conflict. I'm talking about drama. Some people are so sensitive on here too. Yes, Caesar. Some people are too sensitive on here, so sensitive or whatever the case. But that leads to the fake beef. Sometimes the fake beef, overruns the real beef. Some people don't know how to take a joke, or some people don't even know how to take an insult. I mean, an insult is an insult. I'm not saying you should be okay with being insulted, but at the same time, it shouldn't be a thing where you go into a war of words, or I gotta put up a hate video and I gotta do a campaign against you and all this other stuff. And folks do it. I get it. But that's something I'll talk about, the economic backlash, of course, of that in another live stream. Folks do that, and that's something that happens. But for the most part, a lot of that stuff is not real. It's like Taj Tom was saying, or early on in the conversation, people create fake beefs and stuff like that because they may lack the creativity. That's going to help me boycott Star Wars. Going to keep needs a punch in the face. Well, Kathleen Kennedy, wow, that's left field. That is left field. I think George Lucas may have a lot to say about that. I'm not into hitting women, drone worship. I don't do all that. But moving right along, I thought it was okay to be about 90% ground on an authentic lean steak. There you go. Hey, when it's being cooked up on a grill, amusement, that's what it is. What if it's another woman? Even if it's another woman, I still don't condone that. But anyway, moving right along, you know, yeah, I'm glad you're having fun, Lynn. I'm glad you're enjoying this. What's going on? Time reveals. Appreciate you for coming through. But some people just get into it. They get into the fake part of it. Listen, I need to take this phone call. Yeah, not touch time. Listen, I appreciate you being here. Minute, second, hour, whatever the case may be. You know, this may not be a long live stream anyway. Pudding, chocolate pudding. You know, but nah. I guess people understand where I'm coming from. What real drama, what real beef is. You know. Okay, I'm going to go now. Someone voices glasses. Okay, cool, drone worship. I appreciate you for being here for a second. I don't know. This is just me talking, expressing myself, because I'm gonna go into another live stream. I'm not gonna stop talking about the beef and drama and stuff like that because it seems to be something. Where's your address? So I'm serious. I'm gonna send you some stuff. Well, I'm not gonna put my address out here now, but I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up definitely. Drone worship. I can send you some stuff back. I got a couple of people I gotta send some things. The truth is in the pudding. Yes, it is. That's funny. No, if you want to talk about that, the truth is, it's like Tosh Tom said. People create fake beats, fake drama because they may lack creativity and substance in their channels, and that's one of the things that people may do. Folks may just be trying to get a rise out of you and stuff like that. A lot of people like that thing. The truth is in the pudding. They like that. But it's truth. It's truth. A lot of us get caught up in stuff, and like I said, people can get you out emotionally. The thing is to realize that a lot of this stuff online is manufactured, is fake, is made to appear one way when it's not really that. I've had people where I've had drama on here with not Hopefully your underwear don't look like that pudding. That's interesting that you were thinking about my underwear, but no, Lynn, my underwear don't look like that pudding. I didn't make the connection, but that's interesting. Thank you for that comment. Thank you. I feel like there's something more to that. All right, so the Caesar is here this plug. Hey, listen, I understand your plug, Caesar. Yeah, everybody needs a plug, But thank you, Lynn. Thank you. Do you wear black lenses or pole? Yeah, wow, funny. I'm not going to answer that. I plead the fifth. I don't want to start any drama. You know, but yeah. I mean, real beef is just something that leads to real consequences in real life where people have real situations and stuff like that, when you have to look over your shoulder, when you have to worry about police action, when you have to worry about being sued and things being said or whatever. What are you talking about, man? I'm trying to order you some sunglasses here. Okay, I thought you were talking about what do you call it, some kind of underwear, something like that. Because Lynn was talking about underwear. I do the black lenses, and I mean, but you don't have to order me anything. Drone worship, I appreciate it though. You're a kind-hearted man. Head desk. What? Head desk. That's funny. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but yeah. Well, something we had to talk about a little bit later, or whatever the case may be. But for the folks out here, I hope everyone had a safe Memorial Day. Yeah. I think Memorial Day, yeah, just passed, but it's all good. Baby girl Neil is live. Oh man, I'm gonna go check her out in a few. I haven't seen her in a while. Yeah, but hopefully she's doing good. Yeah. Oh my gosh, face plant. It is what it is. I think folks understand what I'm saying and whatnot. It's one of those situations where I just don't want folks to get caught up in the fake stuff. Where people are just using the warm words and stuff, using to get a reaction out of you. What's up, Alex Fisher? Appreciate you for coming through. Just talking about beef, what it is, what it isn't. Beef isn't just a war of words. Maybe a conflict or a little dispute that folks have. But if ain't nobody, is the beef stinky? Depending on how serious you want to get. Then if you want to shake it up with somebody, if you're really trying to, put somebody in harm's way, then yeah, that can get stinky. That can get crazy. Okay, so 100% serious here. Get at me after this, see your address so we can communicate. Get to see in the office classes for real. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Well, my email address is seeker.dreamer.believer@gmail.com. Alex Fisher, thank you for being here. First time. This is a slow night, so my mouse is hovering the search button right now. Just send it. Okay, I told you that, but I'll get back to you, Drone Worship. We will definitely link up or whatever the case may be. But Alex Fisher, I'm just talking about drama, conflict, what it is, what it really isn't, things that lead to real life consequences. If it doesn't lead to real life consequences, if it doesn't lead to, somebody really being hurt, whatever the case. I thought you were behaving, Lynn, but it's all good. I mean, say what you feel, speak your mind, speak your piece. I mean, and too many times online people react to things. A lot of times people react to things, that they shouldn't react to, so you have to learn how to have a thick skin here, because people will say things and they'll look at your content, they'll break you down and try to assassinate your character, but you're not really doing anything to you. A lot of times people want to see how you react to, what it is that they're saying or what it is that they're doing or whatever the particular thing, that they're trying to get out of you sometimes. And sometimes the reaction, the emotional content of it makes it seem like it's real beef. It's really something. Bumblebee Junction, what's up? How you feeling? Appreciate you for coming through. And a lot of times it's probably just the emotional reactions that's real when it comes to beef, or online beef. I should have made that more specific. What's online beef or what's real, conflict or situation. I mean, I guess online beef is fake because at the end of the day, if nobody's being hurt or no cops are being called or nobody is being, sued or any court action is coming from it, that is not something that you need to really pay attention to. Or someone needs to know how I react. It's just gains meaningless, but it causes problems. Yeah, it can cause problems, but a lot of times it's how we respond to it that causes the problems. Yeah, when I got asked what hotel someone was in on Sunday not being called a stalker. Well, I mean, that's an interesting question. That's an interesting question, Caesar. I mean, why you would ask somebody that, depending on the situation or whatever. I mean, especially if you didn't know the person or whatever, I could see, you being called a stalker. But I guess it's some things you would try to get to know know somebody first before you start to know or want to ask something like that. But you can find out a lot about information. You can find out a lot of information about a person if you know their name, what city they're staying in, and whatever. Well, like what brand motels or Red Roof in. I mean, what true, 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 true. I got you. If you're asking a person what, not location, you're just asking them, well, okay, okay, I get you, I get you, I get you, I get you. You make sense. You're saying, okay, I'm just asking you what type of hotels you like staying in, not where you at right now, but not where your location is. Yes, Lynn, beef stew. Beef stew. Some people like to stew it up real good, make it taste real nice for you and whatnot. It's difficult to tell the difference unless they have really been acting bad, but sometimes someone's out themselves anyway. That's true. That's true. That's true. Amusement. That's true. I mean, sometimes people out themselves, and it's like Caesar was saying. Sometimes people are just too sensitive to things. And don't get me wrong. On the other side of it, the trolls, do know how to hit certain sweet spots. Hashtag beef pie. I got you, Linda, and I definitely got the beef pie for you. That came out wrong, but just jokes. But yeah. Anyway, shout out to all the people going to YouTubery. Yeah, but some people just get sensitive and stuff like that, and it's an emotionalism. It's an emotional thing where they react and respond to something that somebody may say or somebody may do, and they turn it into something that's full, all blown out of proportion and stuff like that. So it's one of those things where it matters. It matters most how you respond to it. Because like the music was saying, it can cause problems. It can cause problems based on how you respond to it. Sarcasm can create issues if you don't know the person. Plus, it's a totally unnecessary in my opinion. Well, I love sarcasm, but at the same time, yes, if you don't know a person, it's cool to try to gain that rapport with them, and not, put it to a situation where you're just saying things to somebody without really knowing them. Because the reality is, once you get to know a person, you'll be surprised at the crap that you could get away with saying to a person. What's going on, Patch? I see you out there. I haven't forgotten about you. We got to have our live stream about slavery, so people are actually looking forward to that. So it is what it is. The man who refused to die. I think they have to put their hands full of YouTube read with me on Wednesday and Tuesdays. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be fun out there. It's definitely gonna be fun. Am I missing a comment? No, I'm not missing a comment. You know how that happens though. Um, I don't know. Yeah, 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 Patch. That's gonna be interesting when me and you actually get together and do that. I don't know. It's gonna be a panel of people up there who have um who have something to say. Oh yeah, yeah. I was told to ask you though, when it comes to slavery, Patch, what type of slavery did you want to talk about? Did you want to talk about American, European, Australian? Like what time period do you want to just talk about the whole thing? Like I said, what specifically? So that's definitely something. I mean, that's a oof. You want to talk about the slavery that goes on today, child labor, stuff like that, sex slaves. There's a whole bunch of slavery that folks could talk about, and things that people get into or whatever the case. So I was advised to ask you that. So that's something to think about. But for the most part, definitely a lot to say. Let's talk about Black American slavery. Well, that's something that have to happen when me and Patch get together. Oh, we can start in the beginning. The Mesopotamians. Wow. Through now. Wow. So you want to go through the whole gamut? That might be a long live stream. You're talking about at least a 5 hour live stream or something like that. But I think I can pencil in to make time. We'll make something work. Who knows? Maybe Thursday or something. I don't know. But oh yeah, we can do it in sessions. Okay, okay, okay. That's how is the whole. Oh, I don't know what she means by that. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna make an attempt to try to figure out what she was talking about. I'm gonna mind my business on that one. But yeah. Hopefully everything is good. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I can tell you why I'm single. If you're talking about the eye socket is still there, that's funny. He knows I'm joking. Wow. I I don't know which hole you were talking about, so I didn't want to speculate. I'm saying there's a lot of holes on a person's body. We'll leave it at that. I mean, some can handle more than others, but whatever Melody said, whatever as Mel would say. I try not to say whatever too much. Yeah, but you know where I'm going with that. Yeah, moving right along, moving right along. Sometimes these live streams go left, but I go left right along with it, and I try to bring it back to the center, bring it back right, whatever the case may be. There you go, saying whatever the case may be, But there's a lot to talk about, as far as other live streams are concerned. As far as me being single, yes, I am single, but people don't ask the right question. I guess the right question would be, why am I single? You know, that's the question. I mean, because I get asked that from time to time, okay, Mel, are you single? Yeah, I'm single, but more so like why, and what is your, type of woman, or are you into men? I'm not saying I'm into men, but like I said, just different questions that people would ask and stuff like that. Oh, why is an intelligent, handsome, like so single? That's funny. You trying to butter me up? Flattery will get you nowhere. Why am I single? Just taking the time out to work on me. Whatever my favorite teen's word does it. What does that even mean? Well, it's a when you say whatever, it's almost like a frivolous thing, a carefree thing. Like, all right, it's not something that's worth my time, whatever, I don't need to focus on that. That's what it is, it's just like, all right, whatever, I don't need to be concerned with that. It's not a matter of great concern, so whatever, but back to those questions that were asked to me, why am I single? Just a couple of bad relationships here and there. Just, me taking the time out to get, me together and whatnot, and just making sure I'm situated in the right place at the right time to be with the right person. Because a lot of times you can be with the wrong person, at the wrong time, while the right person is looking at you, at that particular moment in time. It's like this. Somebody said to me, they said, imagine, if you will, right? And I'm saying this for you folks in the chat, single, or even somebody who's married and they could have went another way. Imagine, if you will, you're walking down the street and you're from across the street and they want to talk to you, but they're wondering why you're with that person, that you're with across the street, and they kind of leave it alone and push it away. So if that makes any sense, that's one of the reasons why I try to be careful of who I'm with and what I'll jump into and whatnot. Not to say I'm perfect, I made mistakes and stuff like that. Maybe because you're too small to get tied down until you meet Mr. Right. I wish I could say it was just all that amusement. That's part of it. But, you do find sometimes you have, some bad relationships, and sometimes, things change you, relationships do change you and whatnot. I've had relationships that have made me more cynical, at times jaded, at times really untrusting towards people and whatnot, and you wonder about things, you wonder if you, would be in a situation if you find the right person, or if you're acceptable yourself or whatnot, stuff like that. There's kids as far as that goes too, do you want kids with a person or whatever the case may be, so, what if you want a little brat, what do you go to, that's funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what happens, Alex Fisher. I've been charged to do past relationships. Well, I've been charged to do past relationships. I think for the better. I've been changed to do past relationships. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I was just reading that back a couple times, to make sure I got through what you were saying. I think when all of us have bad relationships, whatever it may be, it changes us in a lot of different ways. It gives us a certain level of wisdom, a certain level of experience that we didn't have walking into the relationship. And, it's definitely something that could make you more guarded, more, insecure, or more, aware of different tricks and different things that people say, because men play games, females play games, just alike, equally nowadays. So, it's a situation with who is who, and then when you go into the online aspect of it all, you never know who you particularly dealing with. Sometimes, you can see somebody's profile on Tinder or Plenty of Fish or Match.com, wherever people meet up, garden. But to me, so more there isn't any surprises. Well, even if there's not any surprises, Lynn, you still could be more guarded, because at the end of the day, you kind of like looking for those idiosyncrasies. You're looking for those habits that you may have saw in another person. You try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and then when somebody does something, you say, "Oh, that reminds me of 5 years ago when I met so and so, so and so," and I'll talk to you, man, but I got to run to the phone to the next time. All right, Alex Fisher, appreciate you for coming through. As always, it's always a pleasure to see the new people, folks coming by, just contributing to the conversation. Thank you for that. Yeah, but and relationships can make you guarded. It can, put you at a certain situation where, you were at ease, but now you're at the position of attention, looking around and stuff like that. So it takes time to really get back to a point sometimes where you can trust a person and whatnot. You can really put yourself in the standings where, you know what, I'm not, paranoid. I'm not worried about, what this particular person is going to do. Are they going to be like the last person? Separating, each individual person, learning not to judge people based upon, the faults and flaws that they may have, and learning to see, the balance in them. Not expecting a person to be perfect and, right on the first date or right in the first month or the first year, whatever the case may be, and growing over time with people. And then also too, like I tell people, the best things that we can do in relationships, be it married, be it single or otherwise, is to work on ourselves. A lot of times people are looking to be complete and be whole, all together in one person without getting themselves together and learning who they are first. So many people are in relationships not understanding who they are, not understanding what they want, what they like, what matters most to them, as opposed to, just saying, okay, this other person is going to come to me and complete me and make me whole. And it's not supposed to work that way. They're supposed to compliment you. Be you right now. Learn to make you happy. Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. You understand what makes you tick. Margie, what's going on? I appreciate you. Good morning to you. Good evening, good morning to you. It's early morning, late night, whatever the case may be, but we're here. Yeah, so, when it comes to relationships, it's just I'm a little bit more weary, a little bit more cautious because, if you're not careful, you can choose the wrong one. You can find yourself laying in bed or sleeping with the enemy, like that, So it's really one of those situations where you want to get to know you, then you can have the relationship you want. It's not a need to have. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Lynn. It's a situation where you understand you. Hey, Tosh. Uh, Welcome back. But it's a situation where you get to know you. So, you're not putting yourself in a situation with somebody just because they like you, just because they're giving you attention or whatever the case may be. I remember one of my female friends said that to me one time. She was like, I don't want to be with somebody just because they like me or just because they pay me some attention or some mind. And that always struck me when she said that, because I always thought that was interesting. How sometimes you could just be in a relationship, because, for some person is interested in you. What movie was everybody watching on Memorial Day? Actually, I didn't watch any movies on Memorial Day. I was working. I watched the game actually. Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Golden State Warriors, Part 4. As it make you happy, good comments and fun chat. Yeah. Let me see what you said. Amusement. Hey, all y'all add to making me happy, fun, good comments, and fun chat. Yeah, well, that's what it is. I watched Captain Avenger, the first Avenger. Captain Avenger. You mean Captain America, the first Avenger? Yeah, yeah, that was an interesting movie. A little slow, a little boring, but it picked up a little bit. I think the best Captain America was Captain America Winter Soldier. That was the one. Um, Thanks for the comment. I hope you have a good week. Thank you, Lawn Care Solutions. I know you only got 6 subscribers or whatever, and about 38 views, but keep plugging away at it, brother. You'll get where you need to go. Respect it. Okay, I'm getting a personal text message. I see you out there. I see you out there, Mr. Thomas. I got your personal message. I don't know if you're still here, but yeah. Nah, Lawn Care. Definitely. I wish you all the best. I know you got 6, 7 subscribers now, but keep doing your thing. Keep uploading videos. Be consistent. Don't slack off. Even though you're a new YouTuber out there, I encourage you as a new YouTuber, to basically, keep putting the work in. Don't get discouraged. The numbers may not be, what they should be in the beginning, but if you keep pushing it, you keep going, learning your niche, engaging with your audience, coming to different live streams, definitely you'll get more, more subscribers, you'll get more views. This thing moves quick. You can go from 6 or 7 subscribers, which you have now, 7. Myself, I just came onto your channel, and next thing you turn around, you can have 100. Then you have 100, then you got a couple of thousand. So it starts all small, so that's what it is. I was working off to Lynn's comment about being happy there. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now Lynn is saying her thing. But no problem. It's amazing me how complex folks can make relationships and no judgment. My daughter is the same way. Well, it happens. It happens. I mean, as far as making relationships complex and stuff like that, that comes with our emotions and stuff like that. As I remember, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, yeah, long hair is not a problem. Not a problem. I remember being a YouTuber who had only 10 subscribers or 5 subscribers and understanding how it is, having people watch your videos and whatnot. Like the Rick Ross in the intro, every day I'm hustling, hustling, hustling. Like I said, I know what it's like being a new YouTuber, not knowing if people are going to watch, seeing the low views, seeing counts and whatnot. But I won't fit in the camera frame. That is wild. I'm gonna let you have that one. I'm gonna let you have that one, Lynn. I have some comments, some comebacks to that, but we're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna definitely leave that alone. Anyway, that's what it is. That's where I've been messing up. That's funny. That's funny. Lynn is going viral. Yeah, I will. I will move right along. I will move right along. I will move right along. Yeah, but shout out to Lynn Denton. And yeah, thumbnails. But yeah, 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 it's all good. Do you ever miss the days when your channel was 50 to 100? Honestly, do I miss those days? I gotta think about this. Uh, Do I? Nah. Well, you gotta get some serious ice cream and work the molds. Wow. 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 I will leave that alone. I will leave that alone. Do I miss the days when it was 50 to 100? Nah. I mean, I have to say that honestly, Tosh Tom. When it was 50 to 100, those are some interesting days. That's when I mean, because I guess my trajectory, my YouTube journey was different from yours. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just look it out. Yes, I see you. I see you at Bumblebee Junction. Thank you for looking out. When I was at the 50 to 100 stage, I was actually thinking about quitting, to tell you the truth. I was wondering if anybody was going to really get in and watch and do all that other stuff. I didn't know what it was. I think I started to pay more attention to it when I started to get to 239 subscribers. I don't ask me why 239 was the number where I started saying, you know what, hey, maybe there's something here. The 50 to 100 mark, you know, it was still relatively new to me. It was still one of those things, well, I mean, I'm uploading stuff. Is it something? Wow, I don't know, what good about 50 to 100? No, 50 to 100 though. When you have 50 to 100, you do have more chance to engage with people. People more. I miss the subscribers that I used to have at that level, if you want to say that. Tosh Tom, I miss some of the people that I came in the game with or came into these YouTube streets with. Some of those folks, I wish they would have stayed around, but for various reasons they had to go. People lose their channels, folks bug out, people die on you. Like not on me, but people pass away and stuff like that. People have, family issues and stuff like that. They just get frustrated. All kind of stuff happens, like I said. So, you never know. I love the ability to truly engage with the audience at 50, 100. Yeah, I do appreciate that. I appreciate some of the love that I got. Yeah, yeah, nah, it's crazy. It's crazy, Lynn. It is crazy. So, it is a lot you learn. I mean, I was learning a lot. I know I learned a lot more. No, I'm not. I'm about to tell a lie. I'm about to tell a lie. I know I met a lot of cool people, at the beginning, when you were just starting out and whatnot, it was nervous and stuff like that. But it does take me back, and I try to give back when I see somebody who has under 10 subscribers and stuff like that, So when I seen Lawn Care, let me go to his name. Let me say his name so I could give him some love, if he's still here, um, how you say the name. Okay, that's DeSoto Lawn Care Solutions. So when I went to DeSoto Lawn Care Solutions and I saw that he had 6 subscribers, I'm looking up saying, okay, is he going to stay consistent? But let me check out the content. And even if, let me just subscribe because I know what it's like to be there at that level, have 50 and whatnot, and it was crazy. You're making a video with your new hair color. I'm looking forward to that. Uh-oh, Lynn got the plug. Lynn got the plug. I mean, if she's making new videos and stuff like that with the hair color, I'm getting excited over here. I'm getting the chills. I gotta stop. 666 subs. I've never been at 666 subs, but you got the mark of the beast. Oh my God, still imagine this. Yeah, Bumblebee Junction. Um, I have no comment. I have no comment. Like I said, me being a respectable Christian boy, stuck in the thought. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you get stuck in the thought. There's a lot of beautiful women out there on YouTube. So, but me being so pure, I can never think these impure thoughts. So I mean, wild, wild thoughts. What I'm saying? Probably tomorrow live stream or YouTube, you will see a chick with the freaking. Well, yeah, 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 yeah. Dark purple hair. Well, listen, I mean, you're on the wild side, Lynn. So hey, you might break the internet or whatever the case may be. But it is definitely good to hear from you and whatnot. Hopefully out there, YouTubery, you have fun. Give a shout out to Grim Reaper and this guy named Rebel Stay Sovereign. And the other folks that are there, Grant Hubbard. Shout out to you as well. Thumbs up interview for you. There's let me see. Have an excellent night. Be blessed and have a peaceful night. Thank you, Joyful Show. Thank you. I appreciate it too. Yeah, I'm a Chase version too. You're a Chase version as me. Wow. One from another. I think Grim and Rebel will be there. Yeah, they'll be there. They told me they're coming in. They'll be there. They'll be there. So when you see them, just shout them out from the homie from Brooklyn. I know how it is on these YouTube streets. We got to stick together. Because these YouTube streets is hard, and there's 10 people in this chat. So since there's 10 people in this chat, I'm going to talk to about what I was talking about. Oh, somebody will be there live streaming occasionally. If I was there, I probably would be live streaming too. Helga will be there, my sister. There you go. Shout out to Helga's Pennsylvania Home Cooking and Homestead. Pennsylvania Home Cooking Style. I'm messing her name all up, but she makes awesome home cooking videos. Anyway, just what it is. I got sidetracked. Anyway, for those people that are coming in, I was just talking about beef, real beef versus perceived beef versus online beef versus what stuff that you shouldn't even pay attention to. Sometimes people just get emotional. Sometimes people are caught up and sensitive about comments made by them and stuff like that, or things that was done. Sometimes people invest too much into this online thing, and start to make this, their life and more than, more than it should be or whatever the case may be. Real beef is when, like Biggie said, real beef is when your mom ain't safe up in the street. Real beef is when you have to bring two gats or two guns to go to sleep. Real beef is when ICU, guaranteed to be in ICU. But if it's not something that leads to a real situation, if it's not something that somebody's getting hurt or legal action is being done, I wouldn't pay too much attention to the beef online. Of course, you address people, when they call you out publicly. I'll never tell somebody don't address somebody when they call you out publicly. But then there's a situation where do you keep addressing people as they call you out publicly or try to bait you or turn this into something that happens? 5 Vegas again a century. I need to, yeah, there should be a designated streamer. There's something that they'll take care of. Lynn, you got to make that happen. Hashtag designated streamer. Make that trend. But yeah, just for those people that was coming in, it is a situation where there's a lot of things out there that ain't real. There's a lot of conflicts and things that people do just to stir up drama, just to try to get the numbers up and whatnot. And then there was Road King, 805 Road King. Thank you. I appreciated your last video. Definitely. That's something I didn't know. And I watched the whole thing to the end. I'm a supporter. But I don't know. That's just really what it is. 805 Road King, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and congratulations, 805 Road King. I see you approaching 70K. 70K is coming up soon. But enough of that. I just appreciate people for being here. And with my channel name, answer the questions when often. I had beef for supper. That's funny. You had beef for supper. Well, I wasn't talking about the packaged beef. That sounds funny saying. I was just talking about real drama, real conflict. There's a lot of things on here that ain't real, that ain't worth paying attention to. There's a lot of things on there. Yeah, nah, definitely, Ro King. Thank you for the content. Thank you for the humor. Thank you for the tips. And I did actually want to see you spray the water. For some reason, I wanted to see you spray that water, Ro King. I was like, why Why can't I see Road King spray the water? But I know for the benefit of time, you didn't want to waste our time, But it is what it is. Where's the beef? Oh my, Lynn, I'm not going there with you. But Clyde Soapbox, oh yeah, I had pork for supper. Well, yeah, there's people that had a lot of meat. There was a lot of meat eating for supper, especially being Memorial Day. Shout out to all the soldiers and people that have sacrificed, that have given the ultimate sacrifice to protect this country. We appreciate you, salute you. Definitely, it's a blessing to be here in America, to be from this land. For those that are not from here, it is what it is. It's complex, stand firm, but never allow a troll to dictate the trajectory of your channel will grow. Yeah, yeah, no, definitely, Tosh Time. You never let the trolls, dictate the trajectory of your channel and let beef dominate and take over your channel. That's something that I will talk about in another live stream. That's a whole other separate issue that I wanted to bring up. Does beef taste good with fruit like melons? It may, depending on what beef you're talking about. It's not a holiday in Canada. No, 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 it's all good. It's all good, Clyde. It's what it is. We celebrate the Memorial Day thing here. For our fallen soldiers and stuff like that. We just, we do our thing. We just salute those people that made the ultimate sacrifice. Imagining Lynn's melons. Well, there's probably a couple of people doing that at the same time, But she may have some nice melons over there. And I'm talking about like watermelons and fruit and stuff like that. That's what I was saying because I'm a good old Christian boy. I'm like a virgin touched for the very first time. I'm pure. I can never say or do anything wrong on YouTube. But that's just what that is. Yeah. Oh my God, Tosh Tom. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm such a I'm such a pure man. These thoughts are dramas fun to laugh at, but lame to engage in. Well, Clive Soapbox, drama can be fun to laugh at, but lame to engage in. And I'll say this, K Dog, what's up, K Dog? I'm glad that everything exists. Beast, what's for dinner? I remember that commercial. That's funny. Well, I'll address the whole drama situation like this. Everybody likes a good drama, everyone loves to watch a good drama, but nobody likes to be the subject of the drama. Nobody likes to really be that person that folks are publicly shaming and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. And it happens, but it's what it is. Next live will be in 2 weeks. I'll send you a private message before I go. Oh, okay. So Len is the only one that gets the private message. Okay, I see how it is, Tosh Time. We were cool, but it's all good. Nah, but seriously though, yeah. Everybody loves a good drama, but you try not to feed into the drama llama. Oh, shout out to Llama Monster, wherever you may be. Yeah. Thank you, Tosh Tom. Thank you. And I gotta check out your latest videos and whatnot. Shout out to Tosh Tom as well. Shout out to all the folks in there. I'm not keen on the folks doing the shaming. Well, that happens to each his own. Like I said, I'm not trying to judge anybody, for the shaming or whatever the case may be. I don't partake in it. It doesn't work for me. You know, um, I don't get into that, but to each his own. For folks that want to do that, that's their business. I will talk about that in another live stream because there's an economic effect to that as well. And I know somebody like Road King would definitely understand that. So that's something I'll get into as far as YouTube drama and the business of shaming and the business of YouTube drama, depending on what your channel is and whatnot. Like I said, I don't want to go too deep into that because that's a whole separate live stream where you're talking about the economic impacts of actually having beefs with people and doing things that don't matter, and it's not worth your time, especially if you're on here to try to make money and stuff like that. If you're trying to lift yourself up and create opportunities for your family, for your friends, for those people in your community that you care about, so there's that part of it as well. People may not think that there's still money to be made on YouTube, but there's money still being made on YouTube. There's people that's still prospering on this platform. Just like having a laugh on this platform makes for friends. Yeah, no, you definitely can do that, class soapbox. I mean, you just try to keep it all in good fun. And if you disagree with folks, it doesn't have to get physical. It doesn't have to get violent. It doesn't yeah, you can make money on YouTube, Bumblebee. You know better than I do. For the folks that have made money or whatever the case may be, it's not all about the money, but for some people, it's all about the money. But like I said, there's an economic impact to the beef and how it affects your channel and stuff like that. That's stuff that I'll go into at another time. I didn't even want to really get into it on this live stream. Like I said, I didn't even expect to go an hour, but those are famous last words. I only wanted to go 20 minutes, But yeah, for the most part, it's a situation where, you just, do your thing. If anybody wants to know about me when it comes to beef and drama, especially here online, I'm on my own side. I'm on the side of Mel Mel, because I know how it gets. You start taking sides and you start saying, I'm with this one, I'm for that one, I'm against that one, and this is just me personally. I learned from my aunt. As much as possible, you try to stay neutral in certain situations. I've upped my game from a dollar menu to money. Wow, water bill money. That's funny. There you go. There's nothing wrong with that, But for those folks that want to partake in drama and do that, to each his own, have at it. Like I said, that doesn't work for Mel Mel. Mel Mel, is a lover, not a fighter, unless, yeah, yeah, I was about to say something real wild. I'm like, I didn't gotta go there, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my God, I don't know why I'm bringing that shit in the cab right now, bro. Now I'm home to the bills. Yeah, K Dog, but thank you for being here. Appreciate it. But this is just about real drama and what it is and what it isn't. Real drama is when it ain't safe for you to sleep at night. Real problems is when you have to worry about legal actions, and I can't repeat that enough. I've had one troll, but the error was on my end. Sometimes we help people with ill intent. Yeah, Tosh Tom, I've been there. I've been there too, offline, with people, online with people. I've been there, I mean, that's something that like I said, is lesson learned. But for the most part, we try to move on from these situations because at the end of the day, just like I know you got other things that you're trying to do. You got so many people out there that's loving you, that's caring about you. Be it personal, be it online, at work, whatever you do and whatnot. Business wise. So it's like yeah, you have to just move on from it. Really, you just move on to it. You're just doing what you do. Yeah, sometimes you do have to block them, Road King. Unfortunately, you have to block them and keep it moving. Because it's just so much. It's so much other stuff to do. YouTube, there's so many opportunities to thrive and meet people. That is what's going on. Yeah, you learn and move forward. I find it easier to just have principles, no sense in taking sides of just people's action. Yeah, no, that's definitely real class soapbox. To be principled is hard nowadays sometimes because people get so emotional and sensitive, and into things that you could easily find yourself wrapped up in something that don't mean anything or whatever the case may be. But for me, like I said, unless somebody's gonna come in here, break in my house and snatch me out this chair, I can't get too involved in the drama and the beef or whatever the case. If you're gonna lock me up and start whipping and beating on me, then you know, maybe it's something I should take a little bit serious. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. That's just me. It's like you guys had a blast. It looks like you guys had a blast. You talking to me? Or you talking to somebody else? You must be talking to somebody else. I don't know who you're talking to, Lynn. You talking to me? It must be somebody else. Anyway, but it's K Dog. You're talking to K Dog. Okay, cool, cool. You must have went to his channel. Um, I definitely got to go check that out or whatnot. But shout out to you, K Dog. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate all you folks for coming through. I think I'm gonna make this live stream an hour. I'm giving you the heads up, even though some people suggest I shouldn't do that. I'm gonna give you the heads up. I mean, because I'm already at 50 something minutes, and since I'm at 50 something minutes and you folks are watching, I'm just gonna cap this off or top it off at an hour, and then I'm gonna keep it moving. But this is the close down, the wind down to the live stream and whatnot. Like I said, I appreciate you folks for being here. But I say this live stream and do this live stream because, like I said, I don't want people getting caught up in fake drama, realistic stuff that don't mean anything, that's not going anywhere, or war words or feelings being hurt and stuff like that. I mean, if you have to block a person and stop speaking to them and do all that stuff, then you do what you have to do. Thank you, Tosh Time. Definitely, but you have thought provoking videos yourself, so I learned from you as well. I learned from a lot of you folks in the community, so I appreciate that. Uh, you should yell beef stew, man. Beef stew, Mel. I did it. Yeah. Well, yeah, Ro King, you can block them. You can block them, but just because you block them, you have to be able to move on from the beef as well. Enjoyed it. Thank you, Bumblebee Junction. I appreciate you for coming through. To everyone's getting stuck in St. Louis. Yeah, K Dog. I remember you got stuck in St. Louis. That was interesting. It was looking dramatic out there. I'm glad you're okay though. I'm glad you're home safely or whatever. Yeah, that had to suck. But actually, it was funny when K Dog was stuck out in St. Louis. He was actually on my live stream. that was messed up, but it was funny at the same time. That was a wild live stream too that we had. I forget which live stream that was, but I know you had popped up in a live stream after we finished laughing and joking. Beef is for bodybuilders. Hmm. I'm not even Eggman. I don't even know how you came up with that. Beef is for bodybuilders. I don't want to know what type of beef you're talking about, but to each his own, man. To each his own, man. Like I said, everybody likes their little beef. You know what I'm saying? I was there on that live stream. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I had those live streams where things go left, they go right, upside down, round turning me. I didn't even know this one was gonna go an hour, but it seems like it's moving in that direction, or whatever the case may be. But it's you, the audience, that make this worthwhile. You, the audience, the energy that y'all been giving me these last couple of live streams have been very, really dope. So when I'm talking about stuff, sometimes you're just going on and going on. Because I'll tell anybody, when you on a live stream and you kind of like by yourself, it's hard to hold an audience's attention. So that's something that happens or whatever thing. I think the next one I will sit and watch. Okay, okay. Are you saying that you'll sit and watch? You won't comment? I don't know, Lynn, but it's all good. It's all good. For the most part, it's vegans won't eat beef, but most of them will hold it in their mouth until the swelling goes down. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but yeah, you're still alive, Mel. Yeah, I'm still alive. Yeah, I'm still alive. Oh, you left. Oh, you left, Caesar. I'm thinking you were here the whole time. You left me. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Yeah, yeah, Eggman. I was thinking same thing. WTF. WTF. I mean, if they want to put the meat in their mouth until the swelling goes down, whatever swells, yeah, vegans do what? That was a joke right there. Oh yeah, I was here the whole time. Yeah, right. I bet you were, Caesar. You said I'm still live. Anybody that comes back into the live and says, "Oh, you're still live," that's what it is. I still have one question about vegans. What's your question, Lynn? Please tell us your question. Please let us know. I mean, because I actually know a vegan. A vegan guy. He goes hard. I came home and the evangelist floor soaking the bathroom and no home internet. I can't wait. See, your apartment is 104 degrees. Woof, that sounds like a horror story right there. Oh, you need to go out the store and buy you a fan or something like that. You sure you want my question? Yes, I'm sure I want your question. I can handle your question. Vegan given or wow. Yeah, I'm not repeating that comment, Eggman, but that is an interesting comment you just left there. Anyway, Lynn, please ask your question because I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. I'm prepared for your question. Like I said, do I need to say a prayer? Do I need to do a little meditation or something? No, but ask your question. Vegans don't have beef. They have wow malnutrition. Wow. That was a shot. Vegan down, class soapbox, vegan down. I guess that's what we read. Yeah. If a vegan swallows, is that eating meat? Huh? I don't know. Yeah, nah, I'm not really hard to rattle. Just gotta know what buttons to press. But I, I don't get the question. If a vegan swallows, is that considering eating meat? I mean, swallows what? Like I said, dairy. Oh my God. Like I said, is that eating meat? Oh my God. Oh my God. I, I'm almost afraid to ask. I'm almost afraid to ask. Yeah, that's a protein. There you go. If a vegan swallows protein, is that eating meat? I would say no. I would say no. No, it's not eating meat. That's just that's just yeah, recycle it. Let's save it. Let's say like Bumblebee Junction said, that's just recycle it. Oh my God, Lynn. All my you're taking away all my purity, all my pure, my virgin ears. I've never heard such talk. I mean, my eyes, my virgin eyes. I'm so corrupted. I'm so corrupted. Oh my God, forgive me, forgive me. I have sinned with these chatters, with these subscribers. Oh, they say, well, I mean, vegans are down to earth. They're cool people. They just don't like to eat the meat. I mean, you know, people don't like to eat meat. I don't knock them and whatnot. I mean, I'm not gonna get too crazy and professing my love for meat, but like I said, I get the vegans. They do what they do. You nah, me. Listen, nobody said it was that Caesar, but Innuendos. I might do a live stream about that one time. Innuendos. That'll be a definitely a good live stream. Hopefully, Lynn is around for the innuendos live stream. So nobody said it is that. It can swim, but like I said, when it swims, that's when it's 9 months in the rest of somebody's life. If a vegan starves in the woods, doesn't make a sound. Um, Probably not, probably not, might eat a tree or something, I don't know. But it's all good, some leaves. But any vegans that are watching, I'm not against you, I'm not trying to bash you. There's some jokes corrupted by Linda but anyway, for the most part I was just saying, like I said, shout out to all people from everywhere and whatnot. Yeah, gee, look at the time. Oh my God, it's time to go. I swear I think I clear my eye. But anyway, thank you folks for coming to this beautiful family friendly live stream where nothing but pure things have been said, and wholesome things at that. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Spread love. It is the Brooklyn way. I'm too pure. Oh, he who walks behind the rose. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody. Appreciate you. Oh my God.